I am just sitting at my desk doing some work. And I was like, let me pop on this live and see what is the YAP community doing. I have no like purpose for this live except just to get on here and yap. And just see what y'all are up to. It's like super late. It's 9:22 Central Standard Time.
And then we need to go to bed.
Oh, we need to go to bed? Okay. Hi. I recognize the profile picture, but the screen name is different. So, did we change
Nope.
the screen name? Just let me know, sir. But anyways.
Mom, look.
What, baby? Is that what? The Play-Doh?
Yeah, but what is that?
I don't know what that is.
It's a toy.
Oh, it's a toy. Okay. Got you. It's me. Okay. All right, TG. I thought so, but I was like, that's not your screen name. You changed your screen name, so I didn't know. I was like, I don't want to be out here calling you the wrong thing. But I did recognize your profile picture. So what's the reason behind your name change? Hey, Miss Shayla. Oh, you don't really know? Okay. It's whales. Do you like whales, TG? Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I didn't mess up anything. Okay. But yeah, I just decided to come on live. I have nothing specific to talk about. But I'm just sitting at my desk doing some work. Carter fell asleep during dinner. Like literally the plate of food is in front of him and he just goes to sleep. And it's like, okay. And the girls just had their bottles, so they're chilling. And Avery's playing with Play-Doh. And my husband hasn't gotten home from work yet. And so I'm just at this desk. And I was like, let me get on this here live and just yap and figure out what is going on with everybody. Cause yeah. So what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? That is what I did. Anyways, and today has been such a lazy day for me. I have just literally been in the bed, back and forth to the kitchen, taking care of babies, and that is it. That is it. Late shift. I couldn't do it. Yeah. He's on his way home. But yeah, he closes. Oh. No, babe. Nothing. So he's in the chat now. But no, babe, we don't need anything. Unless you want to pick up something to eat. Okay, y'all. So for dinner, right? We usually talk about dinner on live, right? So we did burgers tonight. And usually we fry the fries, like cut up potatoes, fry them. But I was trying to be, creative and use baked potatoes that I did a couple days ago and make them into fries. And so, babe, they were not good, okay? The fries, no, it didn't work out. So we have burgers at home. But if you want some fries on the side, you can get some fries. Or if you don't want burgers, you can pick up something to eat if you want. I know, right, babe? I thought I was really doing something. And all I did was waste them potatoes. Yeah, Avery was like, Mommy, I don't like these fries. I said, okay. Yeah, they were not good. So, yeah, babe, that's what you could get. No, BX. No, we don't need to bring home no McDonald's because the burgers was fine. It was just the fries. The fries weren't good. But the burgers were perfect. They were great. They were great. Yeah, the fries just wasn't good. Yeah, but you ate your burger though. She was gentle, Miss Shayla. She definitely was. She wasn't hooting and hollering. Oh, nice. That is really nice. Good job. Yeah, she didn't. She wasn't like, ew, this nasty. She didn't do that. Thank the Lord. Because my feelings probably would have really been hurt if she did that. That is so funny. So funny. So funny. But yeah. Let's see. How was everybody's Easter? Right? Yesterday was Easter.
I like Easter hunt.
Yeah, I know you did. Because you liked all that candy. When I tell you, like, the amount of candy that my children have been eating, I'm like, and not even because I've given permission. They just went in them bags and just started. I just found like chocolate wrappers and Hershey Kiss wrappers and what was it? Ring pops. I'm like, first of all, why are we not asking for permission? Second of all, get in here and brush your teeth. Because I am like, we cannot afford cavities. Like monetarily, we are not paying for no cavities and no, we are not doing that. Did he? Oh wow. That is so sweet. Girl, I would have preferred the money over the candy, if we're gonna be honest. Yes, give us the little dollars. Give us the money. Don't be out here giving us no candy. Right. Oh, that is so sweet. Is Kyrie walking? Was he able to go like walk and get the eggs himself, or did get the eggs himself, or did you and Miles help him with the little egg hunt? That is so sweet. We actually didn't do an Easter egg hunt this year. They just like filled bags at church and just like passed them out. But honestly, like when I was younger, I can remember like doing Easter egg hunts at my grandparents' house. And so I feel like next year I would like to try and do something like that for the kids. Not necessarily here. It could be at their grandparents' house. But but I want to plan something like that, because that was like beautiful. Avery, you don't have to keep saying my name, baby. I heard you the first time. Just wait till mommy's done talking, okay? And then I can answer you. What is it, baby? Why do I have grandparents? Because everybody has grandparents.
What?
Yeah. Everybody has grandparents.
But why grandmas have like grandparents and their kids had only moms and daddies?
Well, kids have mommies and daddies, and mommies and daddies have parents, which become the kids' grandparents. Yeah, that's how that works. The question was, why do we have grandparents? How do you explain that? Just like, what? Hi, Renee. So you had to help him and he got distracted. But he's standing on his own, so he plays in front of an egg. Oh, good. Oh, Nice, nice, nice. That is so cute. I did. Okay, thank you, Michaela. Cause girl, I was like, what? How do I answer this, Jesus? Renee, yes, I do. I have 2 older brothers and an older sister. So I am the baby of my family.
Oh man.
Let's see, $10. That was a very random question, Renee, but I appreciate that question. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, really, Michaela? Yes. I don't give off baby energy. That's so funny. Yes, I am the baby. I am the baby sibling. I'm also the baby like grandchild as well. So yeah, girl, I'm the baby everywhere. In all the lineages, all the line. I am the baby, absolutely. And I love it. I love being the baby. But it's also very hard to being the baby because I don't know, sometimes it feels like I kind of get lost in everything and I have to be like, "Hey, I'm right here. Hello. Hi." And then other times it's like it's kind of like people are like overprotective of me and it's like, okay, like yeah, I'm the baby, but I'm grown now. Like I'm 30. I'm good. And it'd be like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, I'm grown. Stop it. Michaela said hi, Avery.
Hi, Michaela.
She said hi, Michaela. Oh, thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. My husband be like, "You not funny." I'm like, "How am I not funny?" But he was like, I mean, if you think about it, like when we get into like a group, he's like, "You ain't the one cracking jokes." I'm like, I guess, but like I'm still funny. At least I be cracking myself up. So, okay. Renee said hi. I know you don't know Renee, but Renee said hi.
Hi, Lemonade.
She said hi.
Hi, Lemonade.
She's saying lemonade. She said, hi, lemonade. No, it's Renee.
No, it's lemonade.
It is not lemonade. It is not lemonade. She keeps saying, hi, lemonade. That is not what I said. That is not what I said. Here you go. So, Michaela, this brings up an interesting point. So, what kind of energy do I have? If I don't have baby of the family energy, what kind of energy do I give off? This is interesting. This is really, really interesting. Okay, Pookie, let's get the pacifier, cause here you go. There you go. She's mad about them fries. She is not giving, no, she's not, okay? She was not excited to say hi. She was like, hi. Hey, Micah. Hi. Here, make sure you keep all this Play-Doh with you. Don't leave little pieces around. We don't want baby brother to put them in his mouth, okay? Thank you. I am good, Micah. I took the day to rest and recover today because y'all, Easter took every bit out of me. Like, I got home and I pumped one last time and then I just slapped that bonnet on my head and got in the bed. Like, I didn't take my makeup off. My lashes was still on when I woke up this morning. I didn't put flexi rods in my head, nothing. Once my head hit that pillow, I was out. And then this morning, my husband was like, you were unconscious last night. He was like, the children were, the twins, they were he said they were having a circus on me, like rolling into me and kicking me, and I felt nothing. Y'all, I was exhausted. Come, what is it, Pookie? Come here, Carter. Can you come here? You want to go? Okay. All right. More like the middle child. Really? Oh. Okay, come here. Okay, you're fine. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Okay. But that's so funny. It seems like I give more middle child energy. That is so funny. But okay, you're fine, Pookie. You're fine. Okay. You're okay. 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 Shh. You're fine. Okay. Okay. You're fine. Okay, okay. What do you want? Do you want to go lay down on the couch? You want to go lay down in the room? Okay. All right. Followed me on Instagram, and literally I saw in the mutual 3 people that I know. Oh, that follows me? Ah! That's so funny. Okay, okay. Shh. I did. I left all my energy in the choir box yesterday. Oh, but can y'all hear me over him? He woke himself up. He fell asleep during dinner and woke himself up. So that's all. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Okay, Carter, you're fine. But yeah, I did. I definitely had a praise pent up. Definitely. Right, I'm trying. I mean, thank you. Is it Beatrice or Beatrice? I've heard it pronounced 2 different ways, so you let me know. Beatrice or Beatrice, let me know. I wish I could have saw. I know, like they didn't record that part. It was like 1 second, I had the mic on the mic stand. The next second, I took it off. But yeah, I definitely had a praise pent up because the Lord has been like, even in like this grief season, like the Lord has been good, y'all. He has been providing, and he's just been, I mean, just proving day after day after day that he's God and that he is in control. And so yeah, I just had a pent up praise yesterday. And actually, like, I started putting the mic on the microphone stand and like leading worship like that when I was pregnant with the twins, because that helps me to stay like kind of like stationary and not move around so much. Not because anybody said anything or had a problem with it, but for like the camera sake, I try to stay a little bit more stationary. And then just for my own energy and like breathing sake, to stay stationary. And so I kept it there. But then like eventually I was like, all right, I need to take this mic. Like the energy is shifting. So this mic has to come off this mic stand. And as soon as it did, I was running and spinning around in circles and I had to get that out. I had to get that out. And so I was just like, okay, Lord, that's what we doing. Oh. But no, well, actually, no, I take that back, Michelle. We do have a confidence screen. But it doesn't have lyrics most of the time. Um, but we do have a confidence screen that has like the time. It gives us like a countdown, of like how long we have for worship and how long, the offering is supposed to last, and it had things like that. And it'll have like announcements on there, and sometimes the people in the media room, they can write messages like on the confidence screen to like let us know if things have changed, like in the order of service, or sometimes they'll just write like encouraging messages like before service starts. And so yeah, so we have one, but it's like on the back wall. So Michelle, I don't know, have you been to the actual like church? I know you've been to like conference at the hotel, but I'm trying to describe it, but I'm like, I don't know if you've been to the actual church yet. Well, no, but you've seen it. You've watched it. Okay, so anyways, on the balcony, if you remember the balcony where the big clock used to be in the very back, that's where the confidence monitor is for us. It's not like right in the box. Yes.
We don't have a balcony. We need to have a balcony because we only have the balcony. We don't have balcony.
Okay.
So we need to build one, otherwise we can't put it like outside.
Okay. Can you help baby sister? Can you put her pacifier in her mouth, please? Thank you. Okay. Beatrice. Okay, got you, Beatrice. Thank you. Yes, this is my real hair. This girl, you okay? Y'all, why did Avery just like slide and flip off the couch? And I was like, are you okay? And all I saw was like a little thumb like raise above. You okay? She was like, oh, sorry. Okay. But anyways, this is Carter. This is my son. He is 2 years old, and you guys keep hearing me say Avery. Avery's my oldest daughter, and she is 5. And then you probably hear babies crying in the back because we have twin girls, and they are 8 months. So I have a total of 4 children.
And it was in our mommy's tummy.
Yes, all 4 of you were in my tummy. Like that escalated real quick.
What?
Wow, escalated real quick. Okay, listen, it's been a stormy day. I woke up at 10 this morning. It was like a loud thunderstorm. Really? It was thunderstorming where you are? It wasn't thunderstorming for us. Not today, at least. But the past couple of days, it has been raining here. I see how you sing your heart out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so if you want to see our Easter service, it's on Facebook. It's on Facebook. Lively Stone Church of God, the St. Louis location, because we have locations here where we have location here in St. Louis. There's a location in East St. Louis, and then there's a location in Nortonville, Kentucky, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and then Paducah, Kentucky. So what is that? 5 campuses that we have. But I lead at the St. Louis location. So yeah. So Lively Stone, St. Louis is where I'm at. And it's on Facebook if you want to see the whole service. Yeah. Eyes are closed, and I'm like, she is focused on something. Yeah. All them kids for real now. I know. Oh, Bahamas. You're right, babe. I forgot. Bahamas. Where? Oh, yeah. We got churches in Africa and Kenya as well. Whew. Lively Stone is literally around the world. Around the world. But for the purpose of Easter service. Lively Stone St. Louis location is where I'm at. So, yeah, Michaela, I used to say all these kids when I had only 2. And then it literally became all these kids. We literally go all around the world, period. That's so funny. I haven't sang that in a while. Right. We need some people to come in here and tell me. Well, we got 10 people. Well, no, 7. Oh, man. Anyways. Yeah, we have our welcome song. We go all around the world. You know, for the people who join and who are not from America. You got a song. And then I haven't had to kick anybody out. I haven't had to block anybody. So we ain't been singing our goodbye song. What is going on? Maybe I'm just not asking the right questions. I don't think I'm asking the right questions. But anyways, your church is Victory City Church in Atlanta. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so even though you're not there yet, so will you be moving soon? Just based on what you said, you not being there. The blocking is, yes, it is a blessing. But you know what? I haven't had to block anybody. Nice, Micah. Good for you. Moving is exciting. It is stressful, but it's exciting. But more so stressful for me in this time of life. I was actually talking to somebody yesterday about, moving and all that kind of stuff. And I was telling them, like, for the first couple of years of our marriage, of Lee's and I marriage, we moved almost like every year. We moved, and we would always move like midsummer, early fall. And once we finally got into our home, number one, I was like, every single box that's in this house, I needed to go. Either we need to throw these boxes away or we need to put these boxes in the basement. But I was just like, I don't want to see no boxes because I was tired of moving. When I say every year, I mean like for 5 years, every year we moved. And even before marriage, I had moved because I was from the college dorm room to my own apartment, from my own apartment to another apartment, and then from that apartment to St. Louis. So I had already moved like a good 4 times even before we got married. And then every year for about 5 years, we moved. And it was just, I was so tired of looking at boxes. It was so stressful. And can you put the pacifier in her mouth, please? And and yeah, I couldn't take any more moving. And every time summer comes around, like my body starts like reacting, thinking like we're moving again. Like I get antsy and like nervous and like like, are we moving again? Are we moving? And it's like, no, we're not moving again. Like we have been in this house for 4 years. This year will make 4 years that we've been in this particular house. And we have not moved, right? But every time summer comes around, like my body just gets nervous, like we're about to move again. But we're not. But it's just because we move so much. And then, we didn't always have our own place. Like sometimes we moved. Let's see. We hey the athletes. Yes, all is well. Come here, Avery, can you pull her this way? Oh. Yep. All is well, the athlete. We just over here yapping and trying to keep kids calm. But yes, PTSD is so real. It is so real. And thank you, baby. Where's your pacifier? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. No, you're supposed to keep it in your mouth. Time to sing the goodbye song. Well, okay, I'm not blocking anybody because I don't even know what that says. Hi, hello, design poems. But the goodbye song goes like this. I'm so glad we had this time together just to laugh and sing a song or two. Seems like we just get started, then before you know it, it's time for us to say so long. Right, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. American Idol. Kanan James Kid is killing it this season. You know, I've seen a couple of clips of him singing on American Idol. I am not a music competition watcher, if that makes sense. And it's crazy. Like, you would think I would like stuff like that because I sing, but I don't. Like, I get secondhand embarrassment like way too strong, way too heavy. And I cringe. It's so cringy for me to watch to watch competitions, singing competitions like specifically. I just I can't do it. So like the clips that I see on social media, like that's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. He's singing all the old school gospel songs. Yeah, I think the clip that I saw, what was he singing? I want to say it was a song. Was it Kurt Franklin? Or maybe Fred Hammond. But it was some song. But I know who you're talking about, though, the athlete. I know exactly who you're talking about. Okay. And now we really do have to sing the goodbye song. So, I'm so glad we had this time together just to laugh and sing a song or two. Seems like we just get started, and before you know it, it is time for us to say so long. Bye, design poems. Goodbye. Bye-bye. All right. Yeah, they was getting on here and they was about to spam these comments and do a little bit too much. No, thank you. Not over here. This is safe space with Soraya. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we be transparent, we cry a little bit,
Mom.
maybe,
Mom.
but we not gonna do that.
Mom.
Yes, Avery.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to say
Thank you. What's up?
You're just not listening. But I just want to go somewhere and we can sleep and go somewhere.
You want to go somewhere? Like where?
What about Nana Papa's house?
Wait, you want to go to Nana and Pop-Pop's house right now?
Yeah, but I want to wait till I want to go to Nana Pop-Pop's house.
Okay, yeah, you are going to have to wait because you can't go to Nana and Pop-Pop's house right now. It's almost 10 o'clock. Although your Nana and Pop-Pop would probably be like, sure, she can come over. It's 10 o'clock. What? Grandparents, boy, I tell you, grandparents just be like, who are you people? Because, like, when we were growing up and they were just parents, like they weren't grandparents yet, like they would be so strict and, you know, snatch us up for the littlest things. Bye, the athlete. Have a good night. They would snatch us up for the littlest things. And then their grandchildren come along, and then all of a sudden they find all this conscious parenting, and you need to be patient, and they don't need whoopings. You just need to talk to them, and da da da. And it's like, what? where was all this conscious parenting when I was growing up? Okay, you was ready to go get the belt with me. And with these kids, it's just, oh, just be patient. Give them a chance. Dad, grandparents. Just grandparents. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Well, Michaela, you and your sister, you guys have a pretty big age gap between you guys, right? Isn't it like 12? I want to say it's like 12 years. I know it's double digits for sure, I think, between you guys. And you know what? And my older brother would say the same thing. So me and my brother, we're 14 years apart. And so even though, you know, we sort of grew up together, like I remember him saying 13 years. Okay. Me and my brother are 14 years. And so I remember him being like, Mama, no, you didn't do that for me. Or you would have got on to me if da 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 da, you know. And so yeah, I definitely understand what you mean with that. Absolutely. What's the age gap for you guys, Micah? Riley. Why are you hollering? He does. He does know your pain, Miss Jayla. He does. Absolutely. But coming from the younger sibling, we really don't feel like we feel like we got it too. We do. We do. I mean, we may have gotten away with like a little stuff, but okay, our parents still got us too. They did. This generation, they are. That's why, you know, I'm not teaching no more, because this generation, you know, to be like 100% honest, people be like, do you ever see yourself going back into the classroom? And to be honest with you, I really don't. I really don't. Just the things, no, no. I could not, no, I taught for 1 year. 1 year after the pandemic. Like the pandemic children, they are a different breed. They are a real different breed. And it's not, no, they're not for me. They're not for me. Love you with the love of the Lord, but you're not for me. No, I'll tutor, but running a full classroom with this generation, no, 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 nope. And just the things that you have to be mindful of. No. You know, you gotta, no. I can't even like really talk about it like that, because this is a public platform. I don't want nobody getting in these comments acting up, but just no. Not doing it. Nope. No. And I was actually talking about that in my stories today, or sort of mentioned it. Like, you know, I thought that, hey, Charlene, not me catching a YAP session. Yes, welcome to the YAP session. Welcome. We literally just over here yapping about anything, whatever's coming to mind. 2 or 3's older than each other. We're in separate places. Okay, I understand that, Micah. Totally understand that. But yeah, no. I will tutor, but teaching, no. 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 Not gonna do it. And then the fact that, you know, the president and all of his, you know, rollbacks and things like that, like I don't even know. And his his whole thing about, you know, Department of Education and whatnot, like, nah. No, thank you. When did you cut Carter's hair? Yeah. So we cut Carter's hair.
Will be a haircut.
It was a couple of months after he turned 2. So he turned 2 in January. And we probably got his haircut, was it March? March of this year, I think. Yeah, I think it was March of this year. So yeah, I definitely understand what you mean about being tired. Because I got 3 girls and then my own head that I'm doing. So that's 4 heads I'm doing. Plus I was having to do Carter's hair, and I wasn't necessarily like braiding it or putting it in ponytails or anything, but just the washing, conditioning, you know, moisturizing, combing it out, like that was 5 heads that I was doing, and it was just like, we gotta eliminate one of these heads. And so even though I do still wash and moisturize his hair, of course, because it's shorter, I don't have to do, it doesn't take me as long, you know, combing it out doesn't take as long as it was when it was longer, whatever. And so, so yeah, it was a couple months after he turned 2, and I was honestly looking at pictures today of before his haircut, and his face, he looked just like a little baby with his hair. And then he walked in the room, and I see him like this, and I'm like, oh, my baby looks so grown up. Oh, he's so grown up.
He's cute.
He is cute.
I'm not me. I'm you too.
I know, you can't wait. I felt the same way. Like, honestly, even before he turned 2, I was like, okay, like, we need to do, Riley. I was like, okay, like, when are we doing this haircut? And Lee was like, no, you know, we'll wait, we'll do this. I'm like, speed this up, because mommy's tired. Mommy is tired. And saw that 2-year-olds are cussing. What? And not knowing their colors and ABCs. What? Girl, not 2-year-olds cussing. That's the kind of stuff I be talking about. I just be like, who raised you? Who are these parents? But you know what? My mom was kind of talking about that. And yes, that is daddy. And she gave me something really good to think about. She was saying, like, her generation, which my mom is a boomer, and she was saying how, you know, strict her parents were. Because what is that? I think before the boomers, it's the silent generation. And so, you know, she was talking about just how back then, you know, how parents did and acted and all that kind of stuff. And she said, so for her generation, some of them, you know, continued in that way. Then there were others of them who went to the extreme opposite, right? So instead of disciplining their children and, you know, using a belt or whatever, they didn't discipline their children anymore. Instead of making their, you know, children go to church, they went to the opposite extreme and said, well, we're not going to make you go like our parents did. But in going to such an extreme, to, you know, the other side of the pendulum swinging, then that's how, you know, we get these next generations, the Gen X's and the millennials, and where now we have no moral compass, right? So now they are allowing their kids to cuss, and now, you know, a whole generation don't go to church, or, you know, a lot of people like don't go to church, or, you know, it's just like things have gone crazy. People don't have, you know, boundaries. People don't, have respect each other, or know how to respect their elders, or know how to respect each other and themselves, and you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, in an effort to try and be different, you know, from their parents or whatever, they just like, they totally just lost, like you said, like the structure of things. And so, and not saying that the silent generation, you know, was right and perfect in the way that they disciplined their children or raised their children. But, you know, I think that there has to be a way to still instill, you know, those same principles of respect and kindness and structure and, you know, relationship with the Lord and all that kind of stuff, but in just a, what would you say, a softer way, or just in a better way, a less abusive way, maybe. I don't know what the word would be, but you know, there still has to be a way to instill those principles without it being, you know, so rough or so harsh or whatever, like it was with the silent generation and the boomer generation. So, you know, so that's something that I pray for when it comes to, you know, raising my children. Because, you know, I had, like I said, I had boomer parents that was raised by the silent generation. And while my parents did not, you know, do the same things that their parents did, they still were able to instill, you know, values and, you know, family culture and, you know, all that kind of stuff, a relationship with the Lord. And so, you know, I'm trying to figure out how to do that for my kids and what makes sense in 2025. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a 90s baby. So the way they parented in the 90s, I can't necessarily do the same thing in 2025 because society is different. Culture is different. You know, the people that they're going to encounter is different. Um, the laws are different. You know what I mean? So like I'm gonna have to approach it differently, but I still need to find a way to still, you know, instill values and morals and things like that. So yeah, that's something that I think about and I pray about when it comes to, you know, raising my children and everything. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I know one thing, and this is small. Riley, why are you yelling?
Daddy.
Yeah, daddy. So like one thing that I do differently, and my parents really weren't like strict on this, but you know how like there's a whole generation that you had to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, right? So although my parents like encouraged me to do that, they they would be like, at least say yes or say no. You know, you don't have to add the sir or ma'am, but at least be respectful in that sense. You can say yes, no, not no, yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. They was like, we're not doing that. But a pacifier, probably in the room. But for my kids, I have not made them say ma'am or sir. As long as they say yes, no, like I'm good, right? And so partly it's because I personally don't feel like they need to say ma'am to me specifically. Like it's fine if they just say yes. But also in 2025, it's really hard to put the ma'ams and the sirs on things because you just never know who you're talking to at times, you know? And so it's just like, it's hard to be so rigid on something like that when literally walking through this world, you really don't know who you're talking to at times. So it's hard, you know, to say that. So that's something small that we are approaching differently, you know, around here. So, but yeah. Yeah. Huh, yeah, nah, gon' this finna. It's so scary thinking about how to protect them from the worldly influence. Yeah. What is it, Saints? What is it? That has Riley's medicine in it. Maybe about an hour and a half ago. Yeah. Okay. There's milk. Okay. Right, about the sir, the ma'am, and the sirs. Yeah, you just never know nowadays. So like, I'll be going through the drive-through, and you know, I'll be like, they'll be like, hey, would you like such and such and such and such? And I'll be like, yes, ma'am. And then I'll be like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that because I don't know if that's really who I'm talking to. And then sometimes I'll be like, yes, sir. And it'd be like, oh, I don't know if that's really who I'm talking to, And then you don't want to be, disrespectful of how, people choose to identify. I really try to handle everybody with grace and with care. And so it's just hard. It is just so hard trying to put those like identifiers, on people, and it's rough. It is rough sometimes. Let me tell you this, when I'm on the phone or somebody live stream, they assume I'm a female because I have a female voice. Right. See, you just never know without seeing people calling me Miss Micah. It's Mr. Micah. Right. It's Mr. And he wants to implement that. But I never thought about the ones, who identify differently. We will have to reconsider that. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And then, some people, some people are gracious and correcting. And then there are other people who are not so gracious in correcting. And so it's hard. It's hard trying to navigate that space. Okay. Okay. Say yes. You got you, Daddy. Be careful. Go see Daddy. Okay. Huh? Probably is. But hold on. All right. Let's get some bottles, shall we? Get some bottles. Oh. Let me use that bottle over there so I can, she can finish taking her medicine in that bottle. I'll just fill that one up. I feel like I just fed these girls like 10 minutes ago. Just like, why are y'all already screaming like you ain't ate in years? And it's just been Yes, baby.
I check my dad. That's time.
Yes, go ahead. Oh. Miss Shayla, now Christmas is all year. Yes, them Christmas decorations is still up in this house. That is so funny. Okay, so first of all, we didn't really do a whole lot of Christmas decorations because, oops, my little finger was all in there. But yes, this is the Christmas decorations that we did. Right? And then we got the little, reindeer and the little trees up there, right? And you know what? That would have been a really good idea to put some little eggs in the garland. That would have been such a good idea. Look, hold on. Wait a minute. Cause why we still got look, even on the banister, we still got we still got garland on the banister. Oh, you know what? Okay, this week, Saints, I'm gonna take it down. Okay, this week I am going to take it down. Maybe. If I think about it, y'all, I don't be thinking about it. I don't. I really just don't be thinking about it. I just be walking around living, okay? It'll come down eventually. But then, at some point it just be like, you know what? This might as well just stay up. Cause Christmas come every year. Christmas come every year. Okay, so it might as well just stay up all year round. Same time every year. So we'll see. Oh, that's so funny. Get some flowers for spring. You know what? That is a good idea. Okay, baby. Just get some flowers for the springtime. You know what? You're giving me some ideas. You're giving me some ideas. Absolutely. What do y'all think is in my red Solo cup? What you think is in this here cup? Oh, sunflowers. I love sunflowers. You know what? See, now I'm about to, okay. Now you've really given me an idea that I need to decorate with with the flowers. That's such a good idea. Ding, 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 ding. Sweet tea. No lemon. I didn't put lemon in it this time, but we do got lemonade that I have been mixing in. I have been mixing in today, but no actual lemon wedge. But absolutely, I got sweet tea in here. We decorated the tree at work for every season and never came down. See, such you know what, Sis Cheryl? I really think I'm gonna do that. I really think so, because why not? Because why not? And the Lord, y'all remember how I was saying the Lord has been blessing? Like, the Lord has been giving us like a little extra, little here and there, where we've been able to do like some extra things or some last minute things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little extra that the Lord has been providing and get some little stuff to put up, because I like that. I like that idea. And I was just talking to a friend yesterday, and okay, so back up, right? So last week on live, we were talking about Easter clothes, right? And I decided that I was not going to buy anything new for Easter. So I wore an old dress that I've been had since before I had kids. So let's just start there. Thank you, Jesus, that I can fit a dress that I had bought before I even had kids. Okay, come on, pre-kids. And I could put the dress on. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so that's one. Number two, I got this dress from AliExpress. Do y'all remember AliExpress? That was like the Shein before Shein. It was AliExpress, okay? So, so I wore that dress, right, from AliExpress. And so I was telling my friend that yesterday, and she was like, she bought like a couple of like furniture things in her house from AliExpress. And I was like, AliExpress sells furniture? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, and what I got was really cute. And I was like, now wait a minute, because what? So I'm gonna look on AliExpress. I say that to say that I'm gonna look on AliExpress because I am going to figure out what I could buy from AliExpress, right? Like I said, like we've been in this house for 4 years, and like I have ideas of things that I want to do, to decorate and everything, but we just have never like financially been in a position to do those things. And so now, like I said, that the Lord has been giving us extra. Ah, woo, he been giving us a little extra. I'm like, okay, maybe I can buy like a little flower over here. And maybe I can buy a little table over here or something. So, yeah, I'm grateful to the Lord. Mexico, Mexico. We go all around the world. We go all around the world. Where we stop, nobody knows. We don't care just where we go. Hey, welcome, Mexico. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the YAP podcast. Welcome to the YAP podcast. Your entire cousin's house is Christmas 24/7? Wow. I don't know if I could do 24/7. Christmas? Really? Like Santa hats everywhere? Christmas trees everywhere all year round? Wow. But do they change out like the different I guess like the different like detail pieces, like maybe for Thanksgiving there's a turkey over there or on the tree or something, because I know somebody like they kept their Christmas tree up at least like through like Valentine's Day, and they changed out the Christmas stuff for like Valentine's Day things or whatever. So is that what your cousin does, or is it like literal like, oh wow. You know what? But Christmas is a good holiday. So I can understand that. I can understand that. Good feels all the time. I can understand that. I can. That bottle good? Okay. Okay. Yep. I think the twins are trying to, let's see, what time is it? 10:24. Yeah. The twins usually go down about maybe like 11:30. The twins go down. So this is usually about time for their last bottle. And then they go down. Okay. What is it, Pookie? So yeah. Yeah, we don't really have bedtime over here. We really never have. People be like, oh, have a bedtime and da 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 da. We've never really had a bedtime because our lives are not. I'd always say that too. Like, you read like parenting advice and things like that, and one thing I had to realize is that those parenting people who write that stuff and share that type of information, like we lead two different lives. We lead two different lives, and I'm like, y'all must really not be involved in like church or like the community, or do y'all have jobs? Because the way that they, the schedules that they make, they're like, oh, dinner is at 5 and bath time is at 7 and bedtime is at 8:30. And I'm like, and I used to feel bad because, I wasn't able to keep up with that type of schedule. But then I had to realize, like, first of all, Like, I'm involved in church. Most of the stuff during the week don't even start until 7. How am I supposed to do bath time and be at the church house at 7 for rehearsal? Oh, that doesn't work, you know? At 8:30, when my children are supposed to be in bed, I'm just now getting out of rehearsal. How am I supposed to do that? You know what I mean? So I just, you know what? Our lives have just never been conducive to like the normal schedule for kids and whatever. So, huh? That's what Chat GPT said. Lee over there looking at them fries I was telling y'all about earlier. He was like, "Did you air fry these?" I was like, "Yeah, that's what Chat GPT said." You know. Oh, thank you, Micah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so my other aunt that passed, her memorial service is this Friday. And so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make it back home for that memorial service. Because I'm actually speaking on Saturday in St. Louis at a women's auxiliary brunch. So this is a brand new thing that I have never done. Like, of course I've gone. There you go. I've gone to like speak and teach on like worship things. What? There's plenty of milk in there. Yeah. Like worship things, but I have never. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to figure out like what is going on. What is it? There's milk in there, sister. Is that what? Okay. What is it? Okay. Oh, you needed to burp. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, we just needed to burp. Got you. Are we all better now? She might need a burp too. Okay. Okay. All right, sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, so speaking at a brunch this weekend, it's not on worship. It is a 5-minute exhortation encouraging millennial and Gen Z women. And so this is something totally different, totally outside of like my comfort zone. Cause like I can talk about worship like all day, right? But I've never had to talk about anything else outside of worship. And so this is new, but I'm like, okay, Lord, like, okay, let's do it. You know? And it's only 5 minutes. And so yeah, this is different, but we're gonna do it. So anyways, but that's why I'm not able to make it back home for my other aunt's memorial service. So what was going on? Yeah, Micah, that's what was going on. That is what was going on. I'll let him take a late nap if I know I need him to be up a little longer. Yeah. He's been 9:30 cranky, so he made his own schedule. Yeah. And you know what, Michelle, like as a stay-at-home mom, we do get that flexibility of like we don't have to be as like regimented, you know, as stay-at-home moms, because we do have that flexibility like throughout our day. Like if we do need a late nap or we do need to sleep in, or sometimes we do have to, you know, wake up early or whatever. But we have that flexibility. So yeah. And they will start to create their own schedule. Absolutely. If I was working, you know, outside of the home or even in the home, if I was working, then yeah, I would be a little bit more like regimented on bedtimes and schedules and things like that. But the fact that we just be at home, you know, we gotta. Okay. Okay. Do you want your bottle? You want that? Okay. When it comes to me with these exhortations, I preach the music. Sure. Thank you, Michela. But yeah, and honestly, you know, Micah, I don't know. What? Okay. I don't know if there'll be, you know, music there, musicians. I have no idea. And I don't even know like what type of speaker I am. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know if that's something that I will lean into, a preacher type of thing, or if it will be just like a teacher type of thing, or if I'm gonna just get up there and talk like me and you talking right now. You know? Like I don't know. I have no idea. And I'm still kind of, I think I know what the Lord wants me to talk about. I have like an overall topic. But just trying to I need to bring more structure to it, you know, like I've been having ideas, and so like I'll write them down. I've been keeping like a note in my phone, and I'll just write, you know, different things down, but I need to like bring more structure to it. So that's something that I need to work on for that I need to work on this week. So yeah. Anybody know that Jesus is a healer? Hi, yes. Absolutely. If I, what is it? What? Riley. Okay. Hold on. Because I do not know what are you wanting to say? I don't know. Okay. Oh. All right, and here's the other one. All right. Oh, say excuse me. Okay. Lord. I guess we're better now. But yeah, you know, but Micah, you bring up a point though, something that I noticed. Like I feel like everybody, or I feel like somebody is gonna get up and say something like that, right? Like anybody know that Jesus is a healer, right? Which is fine, no problem with that. But then it's kind of like everybody gets up and says something like along those lines. And it's like, come on and give God some praise. Okay, but the last 5 people that stood up just said the same thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, like I'm not tired of praising him, but like, what else can we say, saints? Like, is good morning. Is that okay? Can we just say good morning? Hi. How are y'all today? Is that good too? You know? Like, why do we all say the same thing? Why can't we just say good morning? You know, can we just say good morning? But I don't know. Maybe that's me being too too practical. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I need a new. Sorry. I'm like, good morning, Saints. Good morning, Saints. That too. That works too. Oh, that is funny. Good morning, Saints. That works. That works. Did you eat the burger?
I just did though.
Oh, okay. I'll give you a second to think about it. Let me know how what you think.
Did you try something different?
I did not try anything different, but I guess I'm really questioning like the seasoning. Is it enough seasoning? Because I put seasoning into the meat and then formed the patties, and then I put seasoning on the outside too. So I seasoned it twice basically.
That's fine.
Oh, that's right.
That's fine.
That's what you do? Oh, okay. Well, my husband approves of the burgers, I guess.
Riley approves.
Riley ain't never had no burger. But okay.
He's a good one.
Huh?
He's a good
It's good? Okay, thank you. Be authentically you and be the difference. Yeah. Absolutely, Michela. Then he woke you up this morning. Right. But like Micah, everybody says that. Everybody says that. So yeah, but I agree with you, Michela, though. Like I think that's something that's going to be a differentiation between, you know, the different generations, because this generation, and I don't know, maybe sometimes I wonder if I'm around enough millennials in church to know, like, do we go for this? Do we not? I don't know. Is this how we talk? I don't know. I don't really know, because there are millennials at our church, but our church as a whole is more like on the traditional side. And so it's like this works here in this setting. But when you go into different churches or different organizations, like you really have to feel out like, okay, how what is the culture of this space, you know? And how do I fit in this culture while still being, you know, myself, but, you know, respecting and acknowledging the fact that, okay, this may be something different. So, you know, just having that wisdom and discernment on how to navigate in different spaces, like that's important. That is absolutely important when you are, you know, when you're going out and you are speaking or ministering or singing or, I mean, whatever, you know, in different spaces. And that's honestly something that a lot of people, they're not, you know, they're not cognizant of. They're not cognizant of the fact that everybody doesn't do what you do, or everybody doesn't have like that particular culture, or case in point, I'm gonna try not to say names, but this is a story all about how my life got flipped upside down. Okay, no, this is a story about cultures not doing their research and not being able to facilitate a speaker. We'll say it like that. Okay. So there was a church nearby who What is it, baby? Can you grab her bottle? It's like, I think it might be leaking. Thank you. So there is a church nearby who has more of a prophetic flow, but the guest speaker that they had has more of like a traditional churchy flow. And so when the speaker was up ministering, the musicians didn't know how to support the speaker because she's going in a more traditional route. They're more of this like contemporary prophetic flow, and they couldn't support her. So she, oh man.
You saying she?
Ah! So the speaker, the speaker was like throwing out hymns. Like the speaker would say, I mean, I can't remember like a specific hymn that the speaker would say or did say, but let's just say the speaker said something like, "Oh, the blood of Jesus." The musicians like didn't start playing it. They just like kept doing these like strings, chords, and it's like, no, play the hymn. But they couldn't play the hymn. And then it was, you know, the speaker was wanting like a churchy like shout bump, right? Like just straight drive, straight church. The musicians couldn't do that. And so I say that just to say, like, cultures. You have to know the cultures of, number one, the places that you're going to speak, but then also who you are inviting into your space. You have to know their, you know, their culture too and how they flow. So it works both ways. Works both ways. She's strapped in. Are we switching babies? Oh, what's that watch? That's your work watch?
Yes.
I didn't know you had a work watch.
I got a lot of work stuff, and I'll show you after. The people, I don't want the people to know what we got.
I got both babies right now? What?
Just let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish the food.
I got you. Okay. All right. We got both babies. So guesses. Which one is Riley? Which one is Amaya? You guys let me know. Which one is Riley? Which one is Amaya? It smelled like somebody pooped. Did one of you poop? Kind of smell like you. It does. Mom tries to look up the features before he has to back them up. Yes. Kudos to you, Miles. Okay, Riley has the white shirt. The emoji face. Michela's like, I'm just taking a stab in the dark here. That's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a couple more responses before I say. Did you think Riley's in the white shirt? Got you. Okay. But yeah, kudos to Miles for researching preachers, because you have to research the preachers from a musician's and a church standpoint if you're hosting somebody, but then also if you are, you know, like going into a space, like, you know, you got to do your research and figure out, you know, what do they have? Ask questions. What do they have? Do you guys have a sound system? Do you have a musician? What is the quality of your drum set? Like, You gotta ask questions or watch some lives of theirs and see what they have and how they flow and things like that, because that'll save you a little bit of heartache. Because I don't know and I don't want to be wrong. Yeah. I'm gonna see who else has a guess, because we got 5 people on here right now. So I need another guess. I need some more guesses on who is who. We got Riley or Amaya. Can you stop touching stuff, please? Hey. Stop. Will you stop touching stuff? We've definitely gotten into that stage where it's like, if something is within arm's reach, I'm going for it. If it's an earring, necklace, papers, food, a bag, a toy, it doesn't matter. Reaching for it. No. Oh, no. Thank you. They grew up since the last time. Yes, they have. They have matured in their little faces. I was looking at, again, pictures of them, videos of them, and they definitely have grown up and matured in their little faces. Thank you. I haven't posted, well, I did on Facebook, but I haven't posted, like, the pictures that we've been taking at church. Because honestly, y'all, it felt like we had, because we had baby dedication, and that's so we dressed up for that. And then Easter was the next week, so we dressed up for that. And so it just felt like we had, like, we've been dressing up, we've been putting in that work every week. Okay. Now we got 10 people on here. Okay, I need some more guesses. Which twin is Riley? Which one is Amaya? Let me know. What do you think? Which one is Riley? Which one is Amaya? Yes, baby.
So these one with the eye.
Hey, bring it here.
Oh.
I really think, let's see. Hold on. Riley's in the white. Okay. 1 minute they look like Avery, the next they look like Carter. I feel the same way, Michela. Absolutely. I feel the same way. Did you do the, yes, we did do the baby dedication. So that is in the vlog that I'll post on this coming Friday. Shows like parts of the baby dedication. Can you check her? Because it kind of smells like it, but it might just be gas.
She didn't poop.
Huh?
She didn't poop.
Okay. So I guess it's just gas. It's fine. All right, so we got 2 for Riley being in the white. Are you laughing at your sister? You laughing at your sister? Any more guesses? Well, the other one done left, so really can't tell. Okay, so drum roll, please. Only got one hand. The back one. What, Micah? What are you saying? In the white shirt, we have this is actually Amaya. Amaya is in the white shirt. And Riley was in the black. Yep. This is actually my. My. Ah, yep. Those are the twins. Those are the twins. So Miss Amaya has started, well, she's been rolling over, but now she's starting to like sit up on her knees and hands to like try to start crawling. She's not actually crawling, but she knows how to scoot. She absolutely knows how to scoot. So she's one that we have to strap down or surround her with pillows because she will scoot and scoot right on down. We've had a couple of oh my gosh, because sister girl just be rolling. She just be rolling. So hey, Riley Reese. So yeah. Wait, did I spell her name correctly? Oh, yeah, you did, Michaela. That's how you spell it. Yeah, we didn't do, like, that's the one thing about our children's names. Like, we didn't spell our children's names, like, no special way. No, we kept it normal spellings. So, yeah, Amaya is right. Yeah, a couple of people thought that Amaya was like spelled kind of like Saraya, you know, but I was just like, no, 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 nope. Her name is Amaya. Kept it normal. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. I was supposed to be on here trying to get some work done. And look, Sister Cheryl, if you on here, I'm working on envelopes. Sister Cheryl know exactly what I'm talking about. Because us and these envelopes, Lord, we be, Jesus, I'm not even gonna tell y'all how far behind I am, but we working on it. We trying to get caught up. Oh, trying to get caught up. Okay. And also, I've been saying, okay, you know, I'm getting some work done, doing some work, and I don't get no work done because I just be sitting over here. I just be sitting over here talking and getting distracted. So I don't even. Well, I mean, I got a couple of them done. I got like 5. It's like being on here for the full live. Yeah, you do, Micah. You do just be leaving. Like, you be talking and then randomly you just be gone. But it's okay. Miss Shayla, you do the envelopes for your church too? Listen, girl. You only 2 Sundays behind. Girl, I wish. Ooh, look at that girl standing up. Look at that girl standing up. Yes, plug it in. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, girl. I wish it was just 2 Sundays. 2 weeks behind would give a 5. Sister Cheryl, I ain't even started on Givelify. I ain't started on PushPay. Listen. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get caught up, but it's a slow grind. It is a slow grind over here. But we gonna get there. I'll tell you this. By December of this year, I'll be caught up. Yep. By December, I'll be caught up. I know. I'ma get there. As y'all can see and hear, life be life and around here. And y'all already know life be life and around here. So, but we gonna get it together. We are going to get it together. Before I got cut up, I was a whole month behind. Oh, again, I wish I was just a month behind. But it's okay. We gonna get there. What is it? Where are you trying to go? Oh, okay. I don't know what she got going on, but we gonna get off of here and help her figure it out, which I think is just sleepy because this is like I said around the time where they ready to go down. So, all right, y'all. It was good yapping with y'all, and okay, we will try to find some more time to go live this week. I don't know, but for sure, I will see you guys on Friday for the vlog premiere. Absolutely. Does 4:30, like I've been doing 4:30. Does that time work? I feel like it does. I feel like we get pretty good like participation at 4:30. But if there's a better time on Friday, y'all just let me know. But 4:30 should work. Okay, baby. But all right. I will see y'all later. Bye.